Hey everybody, hope you're doing well. I'm trying to get this quick video done. I couldn't get it done over the weekend, so let me try it really quick this morning. Okay, I want to do a video about something that I saw. We know this happens, but sometimes you get a what they call it up close and personal look, and it kind of changes things. So here is the deal. We have a couple here. We have a baby mother. You know how the relationships it seems to work fine when that stomach is flat, but then you get a baby bump, and the guy goes out to lunch for like I don't know 5, 10 years. Well, in this case, I must say the the father does participate in the child's life, every other weekend and sometimes once a week. But here's what I kind of noticed. Talk about it's a man's world, and it saddens me that a lot of women go through this, and I guess you're supposed to suffer in silence because in our culture, um, we're not taught, I think, as a collective about building. And family is about building. It's not about having a cute baby, it's about building. Life is business. So here's what I observe and just my take on it. Baby mother, the baby dad shows up and he has a lady in the car. This is, I guess, his new girlfriend. And so she's in the car waiting. He picks up the child, and so they're going off to an outing. Now stop and think as a woman. Imagine you have feelings for a man, and he pulls up to your residence, and that's okay. We're human. Sometimes too, you have to really be careful and make sure when you're in these relationships, men or people can pretend to be one thing, men and women, and this it's the total opposite. So this case here, he pulls up. And they've got obviously a little outing planned. Okay. They got a little outing planned, and so it's going to be his new girlfriend and the woman's child. And it's like, wow, can you imagine how that makes her feel some type of way? He's now showing up with his woman, especially if she has feelings for him, and he's taking your child and they're going on an outing. And then you think, well, it was handled, professional, peacefully, no drama. And then I get some what do you call it? I get some other information that I wasn't privy to. So here's what some women have to deal with. That's why it's not worth it. It's not worth the drama and the stress. So on top of that, I didn't know it's a little girl. So she comes back from the visit and before she's had like, oh, I guess like some red fingernail polish. And the mom is like, I really don't like that, red fingernail polish on my child. I really don't like that. So, I would appreciate it if the new girlfriend would not do that. Look up, supposed to have a talk with her, the baby daddy. Look up the same thing. It's like, really? How can you be disrespectful to another woman? This is not your child. And I'm going to tell you this right here. Don't gloat, sweetie, because just like he left her as a baby mama, honey, that man is subject to the very same thing to you. You don't have no special body part. Okay? Yours were like all the rest of them. That man is subject to do the very same thing to you. Don't act brand new. Oh, that happened to her, and it could happen to you too. Yes, it's very, very possible. So then look up, and all I can think of, I think the woman obviously she's insecure in her relationship with this man who's a baby daddy. Because why are you doing this? So, for example, on Facebook, here she is taking photos with their child and posting it on Facebook. And I said, is she stalking the woman? Because I don't understand, this isn't your child. You don't have that kind of relationship. Or maybe she too may realize that, hey, guess what? She's had some feelings about he still may have some feelings about the big mama. So look up now. This other woman, why would you do that? Posting pictures of her and the child on Facebook. And then it's like, stop and think, rewind. How would she know? And then other people are telling her. So I said, hold on, wait, stop. Obviously, she's on the baby daddy's Facebook. And I said, is she stalking the baby mama's Facebook? Because how is it that people that know the baby mama are telling her about it? And some too knowing him. Girl, she got put of your child on Facebook. Why would you do that? So I come to realize too, which we already know, there are some women who like to, hurt other women. I guess you're so unhappy in your life. you get pleasure of trying to hurt another woman. You don't have a kind of relationship. You're really stepping beyond your bounds. Or you just might like drama. But my point is, it's like, well, out of all of that, it's enough. The relationship has failed and you don't have, you're handling things on your own as a primary caretaker of the child. Now they got to deal with the drama of him showing up with some new woman with your child. Anybody would feel some type of way. It's not me, and I felt some type of way. I was like, wow, really, as a woman. Then on top of that, your child is around this other adult who's wanting to be the fun person. You're like, oh yeah, let's not do this right here. I mean, doing silly things like, the child is already presentable and cute. You want to change the hairstyle. Okay, this is not your child. You want to put, what is this, the fingernail polish on the kid's nails, and the mom is opposed to it. Now you're doing pictures. So me, I see what's up, lady. You must be insecure. If that's the case, don't date a baby daddy. Don't. Again, don't gloat and think you in the passenger seat. Because guess what? One while, honey, the baby mom was in the passenger seat too. Don't be surprised then when you end up baby mama number two. So I said, look at all this, the unnecessary drama. Phone ringing. Oh, she did some pictures on Facebook about you and her, what your child and her posted. What? Look at all look at all the stress. Sometimes what a man says to you, then reality hits, like a baby bump, then it changes, and you have to deal with that. You have to deal with that. Then he bringing his new women to the house, and people say, "Well, the baby mama she can date too." Of course, but when you realize that you in the driver's seat sometimes on your own, guess what? Dating is not going to be getting with another man. Is not going to be your main priority. More than likely, seeing about you and your child, because you already sometimes you've been duped. He been himself to be a family man. We got this. We're together, and the next thing you know, he starts scratching his head when he hear that you're pregnant. I said, look what all this woman has to deal with. It's to me, it's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is sad. Look at what all she has to deal with. What they said is BS. You got to be kidding me. And then at the end of the day, she's considered, oh, she's not a fun girl. Oh, she's bitter. I said, she's having to deal with him, baby daddy, and also got to deal with this baby mama stuff. Look at what she has to deal with. No one has any compassion for her. Oh, she just jealous. She just bitter. Nobody has any compassion for her, none whatsoever. So aside from the drama of the relationship, you got to also deal with, if you think about it, you're having to deal with whomever he brings into your life, into his life. Because the woman that he's with, guess what? Your child is around that person. You got to deal with all of that. Are you kidding me? It's not worth it. I said, you can't even the woman can't even just chill in peace. All this drama. This is what she has to deal with. The relationship, got to coordinate, dealing with him bringing his chicks to the house. And I think he does it on purpose, wanting to see her, by herself. But that's okay. I'd rather be alone than be with jerk number two. I said, ain't this a hot mess? And now you're dealing with this mess. So it's like you're not just dealing with him, but whoever he has in your life, your child is around that person. And then if it's some silly woman, you have to deal with her too, because she's doing what you're asking her not to do while he has your child. And divorced women go through this too when you feel divorced. And now I get it. Oh, I straight up get it. I see why A lot of women, they're like, "Oh, no, 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 no. I'll handle it." I see why some women just want him to go ahead. Hey, you can go ahead and just pay the child support. All right, go ahead and just pay the child support and keep it moving. Oh, it makes perfect sense, my dear. Just pay the child support and just keep it moving. It's not worth all this drama. And then your phone is ringing. Girl, you see this that she posted? It's like, why would a woman do that? Messy. So messy. Why would another woman do that? You are very messy. And you know what, darling? You are also sad. It makes no sense. It makes no sense whatsoever. So, baby mama, honey, you have that's a tough job. It's a very tough job. And you definitely have you have my sympathy for having to deal with this nonsense. And yet and still, out of all of that, people are talking about, oh, she bitter. Oh, she just mad. Oh, she bitter. It's total BS. I'm like, she has to deal with all this BS. This is what she has to deal with. And yet let people tell her, oh, she the bad guy. She just mad it didn't work out with her baby father. You have to deal with what's happening with both parties. And time you open up your mouth, then of course, you're the bad guy. Time you open up your mouth, you are the bad guy. No one has any sympathy. All the responsibility is on you. He gets to go out. Think about it. He gets to go out. He gets to go out. He gets to further his career, start a business. He gets to date whomever he wants to, sleep late every other weekend. His life gets to go on. With you, it's more exciting because you have the child more than him. And yet and still, he can still, with his dating habits, he can still bring this drama into your life. Huh. Talk about, is it worth it? It's not. Is it worth it? That's why some women would choose the bear than the man. Because that man can sure bring a whole lot of trauma. He can bring a whole lot of drama. That's why some women would choose what? Choose the bear in the woods or the dude or the man. I'll take door number 2, the bear. Wow. So that I thought, you can't even be, when dealing with these men, you can't even be a baby mom in peace. To think what he's doing, it does, and it can spill over into your personal life. What's going on, girl? Oh, and he got this. Now it's affecting you. Can't be a baby mom in peace. Like it's not allowed. So my heart goes out to the women, and I understand why some women want to go it alone. Oh, he won't let us see his child. Well, you know what? What he might be doing, what you don't know, he might be bringing a whole lot of drama to his baby mama. I said, this is crazy. You can't even be, I mean, seriously, you can't even be a baby mama in peace. Jeez, like, really? You can't even do that. They won't let you. And this is what women have to go through. And if he dealing with a silly woman, like I said, women, I get it. There are some women who like to hurt other women. I feel sorry for you. You are a low self-esteem queen. You obviously like to hurt other women, and that's why you do the BS that you do. I see you, girl. That's why you do the stuff that you do. You like to hurt other women. You want some action to go down, don't you? You must love some drama. You love and you some drama. You want to hurt another woman. Are you that desperate for attention? First of all, there's no competition because a man is going to be tied to that woman forever, boo boo. Just so you know. Just so you know. But I looked at that and I said, wow, this has got to be, in my opinion, it's got to be hella stressful for her. I'm just saying. You got to deal with, can't even be a baby mom in peace. So you look at today, dealing with these men, is it worth it? And I really think, I said, why couldn't he just keep his woman at the house, okay, and pick up the child first? Well, why couldn't he do that? I think he wants to hurt the woman. But it's okay. Work on being the best you. But I look at that situation, and I've heard women tell me things before, like my girlfriend. I was like, "Girl, put him on child support. Yada yada yada. No, he needs to pay." Da, 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 da. And what is this? Oh, and I get it. I totally get it. I totally get it. Sometimes he's not worth the drama. So that for the baby mama, I get it. I understand, and I sympathize with you. The stress that you have to endure, and it's like the messiness. The stress you have to endure and the messiness. And then, heaven forbid, something goes wrong, all the responsibilities on you. So, for any woman dating a baby daddy, let me just say this to you, darling. Don't think you got something special and that if he create, I mean, you just might have so good to you, good for you, but in general, how he treats his baby mama as he created fatherless home with her. You might be in the driver's seat in the front seat, sitting outside the house, waving and smiling and checking your little makeup, looking so cute. Guess what? Don't be surprised, honey. It could also happen to you. Oh yeah. Well, that was them. Uh-huh. Don't forget one more time for the ones in the back. It could also be you. He already created one fatherless home. And I thought about it. He knows woman still cares about him, has tried to work it out. Why would you bring another woman to the house to pick up the child? No, he wants to hurt. He wants to show you, oh, I moved on and you at the house by yourself. Well, I'd rather be at the house by myself than with some other dust bucket number two. But nonetheless, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we are. And it just saddens me that, wow, this is what women have to deal with. Can't even be a baby mom in peace. Not just sitting with him, but whoever he has in his life. And if it's one that's like in drama, want to be on social media and doing all these pictures with your child, it's how you have to deal with all of that. Just to me, it just adds to the stress. And I didn't say anything because it's not my place. But sometimes you just stand back and you're watching and you're like, dang, this is what's happening. He gets to participate in fatherhood, got his little lineage all set up because he has a child by a decent, hardworking woman. So he gets to participate in fatherhood, take credit for what the baby mother has done because she's the one that's holding it down most of the time because she has full custody, sole custody. He's got visitation. So he gets his fatherhood, his lineage. And then he gets to date whomever he wants and he gets to go ahead and build on his career. And the baby mama gets to deal with all the brunt of she gets to deal with the nonsense. That's what she gets. She gets to deal with the nonsense. It's just not worth it, ladies. It's just not worth it. Anyway, my heart goes out to the ladies. Stay strong. But I saw that, and it was like, it was just unnecessary stress. Asking you not to do things with, don't paint my daughter's fingernails for her. I just don't kind of like that. She's very young. Please don't change their hair. Don't take pictures. You have to deal with all of that. And what's the baby daddy doing? He's not stopping it. He's not stopping it. I really do think, I think he wants to hurt the woman. You can't tell your chick what to do. Be a man. I think he's enjoying this. Well, I'm gonna have a talk. I'm gonna have a talk with her. He likes seeing her get upset. So one thing to learn from it: never give the enemy what they want. Once you've had a talk with a person and you see it's the same thing is still happening, try to not internalize it. I thought about that. She's had these conversations, and this little stuff still been happening. He likes drama, and for the lady that he's now dating, if the man likes drama, he wants to hurt the woman. They may have some unresolved issues. That's why I wouldn't date what they said, beware the contaminator. I just would not date a contaminator. Oh, hell no. Beware the contaminator, baby. Beware the contaminator. Because just like he created mama number one, and you see what she's going through, and you do your little part to try to vex the woman, guess what, darling? It could also happen to you. Thanks for watching. Feel free to comment, like, subscribe, and share, and I'm out.